Hi everybody. So today I'm very excited, not just because I'm shooting our first video for Life Begins at 40, but also because I have my dear friend who works out with me at the gym has very kindly agreed to be our first guest. So Neelu is a woman of substance.
Thank you.
She's 46 years of age. She looks hot as sun. She has two lovely daughters. One, the older one's 24 and working, the younger one's 21. And besides all of that, she is also a very accomplished professional. So here's to Neelu.
Hi.
Hi. And Neelu, so tell us a little about yourself. You've held leadership positions and uske saath you've managed ghar and brought up two kids. So how have you been able to manage all of that? Pack so much into your life and look like the way you do.
So first of all, thank you, Sanjana. Thank you for starting with me. I'm truly honored because I think the admiration is pretty much mutual.
Yeah.
It's really good to see people having that, women having that. Yeah, so I've been working since last 25 years. I got married very young. I got married at 19.
Wow.
Moved to Delhi. But I was lucky in life that I was married to a professional. So he kind of valued that I need to work, I need to have a career. So I actually started my career after I got married. So in the process, I had children, and when I was working, it was hard. I mean, it's not easy. But if your spouse is supportive, then you can do the role well without. I mean, it has its struggle. It's not that it doesn't have struggles. You are compromising, rather not you, your kids are compromising, because if you're particular about not leaving your gym, you got to work out, then you're working, and then you are being a parent also. So everybody does pay the price of the choices the woman of the house makes.
Would you say they were collective choices also in a manner of speaking?
Collective choices, I don't think so. The kids really have any say.
Yeah.
But husband, yes. My husband and I made the choice. And
Absolutely.
yeah.
So, how is life after 40? Is it any different?
Yes, definitely. Life is very different after 40 because I think the hormones really play a role. Your metabolism slows down, and because I married young, I had children young, so I became empty nester also young. So the children leave the house, so you're making the adjustment. You're dealing with your hormones and you're dealing with your children leaving the house. And then you are kind of dealing with, you are at the peak of your career. I mean, almost like the peak is done, and now you are in a very comfortable space where you are very comfortable with yourself, and you don't like feel the need of proving anything to anybody at your work, at your family, or with your children, or in society. You are like, okay, take me or leave me, this is who I am. You get very comfortable with your skin.
So, do you worry about aging or getting older? You have this amazing flawless skin, and do you ever worry about that?
No, not at all. I mean, I don't know why people say they don't like to tell, women don't like to tell their age, or I do have friends who go for Botox and things like that, but that's their individual choices. But I feel that, nature has made us in a certain way, and we should accept. Acceptance is a big thing. So whatever's coming your way, and if you can't fight it out, then you accept, and accept gracefully.
And find beauty in what you do.
Yes, I find beauty in what you
So,
do.
what defines confidence for you?
Confidence is just comfortable who you are. I mean, actually, my sister-in-law is a housewife, and the whole family makes fun of her. But she's so comfortable in her skin, she doesn't care what people think of her. So that is what I really call confidence, She's comfortable with what she wears, It's what you feel about yourself. It's not, confidence is not about making yourself comfortable for people to like you or to be liked, right?
Absolutely.
You got to be comfortable with who you are,
So that sounds like she has been able to inspire you in some way
Yeah,
about being the person you are.
Definitely.
Has she been inspired by your fitness regime and what you've done in life? Is it mutual?
Yes, yeah, very much mutual, because see, it's hard. It's hard being a mother. It's hard being a wife. It's hard being a bahu, because you do have responsibilities. So yeah, so it is you are juggling with too many things. But I guess that's what life is. Who said it will be easy?
Absolutely. Lovely. So when I see you at Cult and all these months that I've been observing you and the way you carry yourself and the way you look, I've always felt that life was easy. But this is a new thing that I am understanding and getting to know about.
Yeah,
And it's heartening.
It's, to be very honest, I had a phase in my career. That was back in 2012. I didn't have job for a year. And then I got a job in Bangalore. So I was without work, and I've always been a working woman. So for me, my daughter said that, mom from Singapore, she called, she said, why don't you pick it up? And if it doesn't work out, you come back. So my younger one, who was in class 9 that time, she said that she didn't want to move to Bangalore. And my husband also said that, let her be comfortable at home. And I moved to Bangalore for 2 years, for almost 2.5 years, and I was doing every Friday, I was coming back to Delhi, Monday morning, taking 4:15 a.m. flight, go to Bangalore, reach Bangalore 7:15, by 8 o'clock I used to be in my office. I mean, I've had friends who've sacrificed their careers, their lives, and at 45 or after 40, they really they're at loss. They don't know what to do with life, right? Because your body is changing, your metabolism is changing, your physique is changing, and your mindset is changing. I mean, at 30 you want to be partying, and now
absolutely.
Now you just want
the days when we used to be out all night.
Yeah, out all night. Yeah. Now I just feel that why don't people have sundowners instead of dinner?
So any resentment that you felt through this entire process of trying to adjust and do your bit for the family?
To be very honest, I did live with guilt for some time, because when I was young and I was working, I started my career. So when I got married at 19, I never knew that what life is, what career is, and I just like any Punjabi girl from Punjab wanted to get married, have kids, settle down. But when I got married, and I realized that's not what I wanted, And then I spoke to my husband, and he encouraged me to study. So I studied my fashion after I got married. I did my MBA after I got married. So
sorry to interrupt, but did you have kids when you took
Yeah, in between I had my kids also.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So if Neelu can, we can.
But then there was a part-time in my career when I was just establishing myself, and I was very driven. So that time when the girls were small, that I did I could have been a more balanced person, and I was not. But thankfully my husband was. So I did have guilt for a long time, and I did suffer depression and anxiety a bit. So
I was coming to that. How important do you think is health, and what does well-being mean for you?
Well-being means, for me, well-being is eating healthy. It's meditating, because I feel that I see when people go for yoga also. I'm a certified yoga teacher also. Yeah. I feel that when people go for yoga also, for them the physical health is more important. People don't really put emphasis on mental health or emotional health.
So true.
Yeah, in our part of society, we really don't care about the mental health. So I feel that, being well is a combination of your eating healthy, not abusing your body, not over-exercising, and meditating, doing some pranayam. And of course, there are some things that are genetic. Like my father had anxiety disorder, and I also figured it out after being 40. After 40, I discovered that I do have anxiety disorder, and then I started my medication. Going to a psychiatrist, people think, it's a stigma. Yeah, it's not a stigma at all, because your mental health leads to be kind of the force behind your physical health.
And you feel that it is the treatment that has supported your being able to
Yeah,
carry on with
definitely,
your life.
definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
So that's a message for all of us. I mean, I know that I have been through depression a couple of times. There have been phases, and I was hesitant about going to the doctor, and this is a new learning for me.
Yeah, I had a therapy for 2 years. So I really feel that there is something called energy. I really believe a lot in B.K. Shivani, and I hear her videos, and I truly believe that positive energy is a big thing. You know, if you're
Yes.
a positive person, then you will attract positivity in life. Yeah.
That's a wonderful thought. So is life all about winning, you think, or?
No, I think life is all about accepting and taking things in stride. I don't really see, because winning makes it like a project, like a race. You should be happy with what you do. You know, you should be passionate. You should be committed towards excellence. But if you're not excellent, it's okay. It's fine.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not end of the world.
अच्छा एक थोड़ा सा चुलबुला question. I have a lot of unmarried friends our age, and they always are torn when they have these younger men approaching them whether they should date them or not. What are your views on that?
See, I feel if you like I always like grey hair men.
It might take a little longer to grow.
So yeah, so you know, but I have friends who probably like younger men. I think it is, if you like somebody, just their age is just a number, you know. I mean, if you're kind of like thinking of settling down, then it's a different thing, because there are certain requirements. Everyone has, like now Malaika Arora getting married to Arjun Kapoor, there's a whole controversy about it. But tomorrow if Arjun wants to have kids and everything, that's their personal choice.
Absolutely.
You know, that's their personal call. I feel as long as two parties are fine with commitment they are making, or even that's very personal. I mean, I don't think so anybody should have any opinion on that.
And you think it's a good thing as long as you find
long
love
as-
and happiness with each
See,
other.
again, this is a very wrong myth that somebody else gives you happiness. The happiness comes from within, and if you go looking for happiness, if somebody is going to give you happiness, you're putting your things in somebody else's hands, right? So
Okay, so क्या friends जरूरी है life में?
friends बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. Friends बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. For me, my life is around friends. Like one of my friends' son is suffering from sarcoma in US.
Wow.
I am going there now just to see him, just to be with them for 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah, for me, I am very committed when it comes to friends, and I think friends have been a very strong pillar in my life. I shaved my head about 2 years back, and it was my friends who gave me confidence that, oh, you know what, you look so amazing, so great. So not even once I thought of wearing a wig, or I thought of covering my head or anything. So I really feel
Radical. That must have required courage, did it?
And I think it required some mental preparation. I believe in Balaji a lot. I am not religious, but I am a spiritual person.
Can I ask you another thing? मेरे साथ कभी कभी क्या होता है? I mean, I'm 50 and I laugh at myself at times because I'm thinking about something. There is perhaps a circumstance, an argument, or a difference of opinion with a friend that I care deeply about will affect me, and it will keep going on in my mind. I will keep having this internal dialogue with myself, and it bothers me after some time. There are times when I'm not able to let go.
I feel that one should, number one, accept oneself. Whatever your positives, negatives, flaws, howsoever you see yourself, your strengths. And I feel it's never too late in life. Whenever you are awake, think it's morning. There's a kahavat na, jab jago tab svera. So
Beautifully
even
said.
if you are 40 or 50, whenever it's there's never a right time. Right time is when your heart says. And I feel that just accept yourself, love everybody. We all are a big family, and that makes the world more peaceful and happy also.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So that, my dear friends, for you is Neelu, a very, very dear and accomplished lady of the day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for giving me the opportunity to share. I feel truly honored, Sanjana.
I am touched. I can't tell you how much gratitude I have that you agreed to be my first guest. So thank you. And guys, stay tuned. You will have the next video coming up, coming Wednesday. Thank you.
Thank you.